Hey, what's up? This is Chris with billetbox.info, and I'm going to bring you a little more information about the truss. We opened this thing up about a week ago on a live stream on Facebook, and I did a live build on it, wicking and everything, and I got a decent flavor, but it wasn't great, so I wasn't happy with it, so I wanted to mess with it for a little while longer. I put about 3 or 4 more builds, not builds, wicking jobs on. I'm using the same coil. I'm going to show you the video from the live, and then I will do another video. I'll take it out of this Evo AIO, and we'll put it in a boro, fresh boro, and see what we got. But it's performing a whole lot better now, and I'll show you how on the about fourth time I wicked it, how it was wicking, bubbling and everything, and it was actually tastes a lot better. So basically what I believe, the video you're going to see that was the live, I believe that what the problem was 2 problems. Number one, I didn't clean the thing. I just basically took it straight out of the box, straight from Vape Haven, and started building on it. This is made in China, or manufactured in China, designed, I'm not sure, Mr. Just Right is the one that designed, or was instrumental with designing it with signature tips. So anyway, I believe it was manufactured in China. In fact, Dovepo, yeah, made in China. Could have been machine oils on there that was giving me a funky taste. It tasted okay, but it wasn't right. It wasn't. I had just been vaping the same flavor on a bridged, and it wasn't up to par. So I was told that this thing actually, for the price, and not even for the price, just overall is a really good, if it's built right. It's supposedly finicky. So I wicked it a couple more times. So first of all, I cleaned it up, gave it an entire bath, alcohol, cleaned it, let it dry, a little clear soft soap, non-perfumed soap, and got it just totally clean. And then put the same build in it, different coil but different build, or excuse me, different coil, same build, and re-wicked it about 2 or 3 times, and I finally got it to where it tasted good. And what the problem was, I believe I had too much cotton going down, and I'll show you that. Also, my build is a little long to the edge of the, I don't have it out to show you, but I'll show you in a minute. I believe that if I could maybe take a coil, 1 wrap out of it, that I may be able to get a little more cotton in there and a little more airflow to give a little better flavor. But anyway, I will show you the video from last weekend, about a week and a few days ago, and then we will show you a fresh wicking right here on the spot. So hang tight, and I'll show you. But first, I'm going to show you how on the thick, it was the 4th build, how it was bubbling up really good, and got the bubble train, like a lot of people like with the wicked bridged. And then we'll show you the other video. So hang tight, and we'll bring it down here. Can y'all see this pretty good? Doubled your viewers. Oh man, you got people that are going to come in here and expect me to be something special when I'm just a dude. That's all good. But yeah, these the truss and the bridge, these came out when I was clear. Thanks, man. These came out when I was kind of on my little hiatus, if anybody knows what I mean. I kind of shut down a little bit, and I didn't ever get a chance to try them, and everybody's telling me that the truss is really good, so I want to give it a whirl. So this box ain't just sliding open, so I'm gonna have to. And just if anybody doesn't already know, the truss, I don't know what the RRP is directly from the list, but Greg has them on Need Stuff. I see, man. The $74.99 on Vape Haven's website. So the JG, I think this was 62. This is, I believe this is the titanium, just regular titanium version. But anyway, all right. So I don't ever look at this stuff. Why are you PMing me? Couple extra little screws here. I guess that's for the post, yeah. And the truss. Looks like that's the build adapter. Yeah, that's what that's going to be. I'm not bullshitting nobody, HP. Oh, wow. That's, does that screw off? Little airflow thing here. That's, find me something. Let me get a little cotton pad here. That's hurting my finger. Does it screw off? Yeah, it feels like it's screwing off. Oh no, I screwed out the... Alright, let's screw that back in. I'll just try to pull that off. Alright, I'm looking in the chat because somebody's got these and knows how to get this off. When I screwed it off, as you can see, it's taking this pin out. Are there threads on the bottom there? If it can go wrong, it'll go wrong when I'm doing it here. Alright, I'm going to screw that back in. And is this a new one? You get one with the updated insulator. I don't know if it's new or not. I mean, it's brand new. Came out of the box. Oh, damn, that's not going in now. It's brand new out of the box, but work it off with pliers. Okay, it's almost press fit. Thank you. Alright, I've got it screwed back in. Let me find something to... Yeah, get out the big boy here. Those edges on that thing's pretty sharp on this thing. Element Vape just says all orders are shipped out. I'll read it later. I'm having some problems with Element Vape. They you say, oh, there we go. It budged a little bit there. There we go. I don't think that's going back on there. I like wide open airflow anyway, so we'll just set that aside. Alright. Looks pretty good. Make sure that's tight. I guess that just finger tights in there. Yeah, there we go. And I've seen the deck before in pictures. That looks pretty spacious. I'm pretty sure a 3mm. You're going to want to find out if it has the updated insulator. If not, the resistance is going to fluctuate. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll ask Greg what batch these came from. Like I said, I got it from Vape Haven just today. Came in today. That's going to be pretty spacious. I made a coil for it. Yeah, that's going to fit the 3mm just fine. So let's get to looking. Hey, that works pretty good. Alright. Let's get all this unnecessary junk out of the way. If this is the first time y'all have ever seen me fumble with something here on camera, please note, I am no YouTuber. I'm just a dude. And I just enjoy helping people, and hopefully I can help people. It's got a lot of, there we go. Alright, yeah, that looks very spacious. You might even get a 3.5 in there. I don't think anybody would want a 3.5 in a billet, but let's see here. What kind of screws? Oh, flathead. I got a flathead laying around. That's a Phillips. My desk is a mess. Oh, there's a flathead, I think. Mine was not the insulator problem. The chimney is not square to the deck. Had to crank down. Ooh, I'm not happy to hear that. I've heard this thing's awesome. Oh, they can come out pretty good. Well, after the To the Moon DOA on video the other day, I don't think it could get any worse if this doesn't work well. Excuse me. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it. Did anybody Watching happen to score this morning? I don't want to admit that I did, but I did. Alright, so those just look like they go right up under there like that. Hey, this is simple. Put this to hold it in place. I guess the air comes in through those holes on the side of the post there. Flavor is great. Air is great. Just finicky. Okay. You know, I loved the vape snail. When I got it right, it was great. When I got it wrong, it leaked like a sieve. And I got the updated version on my second go around, and I just couldn't get the right flavor out of it. I mean, I love the design of it, and the couple times I was able to get a good build in there and leak-free build, it performed really good. All right, let me bend these up, and I'm going to take this back out and cheat. What do you want? No. Now my son's got my dogs barking in there. Step right through it. Oh, I'll probably push this. I can't see this screw. There we go. I'll probably put this up on YouTube, but I'm not really expecting it to be, you know, something fancy like a Grim Green or Tony B or anything like that. All right, I dropped my snips. Oh, also, that's what I got too, Chris. That was the one I wanted. I don't know if you've ever seen that. My favorite button. You know, it was the joke post I made about buttons yesterday, but my favorite stock button from Billet Box Vapor is the stainless steel buttons. I think that might work. I may end up having to wrap a new coil if I went too short, but I think I got it. I think I got it right. All right, that should work. Tighten these back down. That's one thing I don't have that these professional YouTubers have. Hey Albert, what's up, man? Did you go get my shit from Element Vape yet? You live right there. Go get my stuff. Go tell them that I sent you. Did you anybody get my stickers yet? By the way, I think everybody in the U.S. should have gotten stickers today or yesterday. All right, so I'm assuming that I want to get that thing. I need to center that up a little bit. This is a 3mm, Brandon. It looks perfect from up top, but from the side it looked like it's a little crooked. I'm trying to see this airflow. It looks like it's going to hit the airflow ports on the side there. I assume that's where airflow comes up and in, because it's got holes there. Yeah, you said you looked them up on the map and didn't see them yesterday. But they're still playing games with me. I've told two different sources that have finally gotten back with me. Top cool to top of the deck. Oh, bring it up a little bit or bring it down a little bit. Or is that going to be just right? I'm thinking maybe push it down a little bit. I like the way it's sitting there, but down, so yeah, that's what I was hoping, or what I was assuming, because that doesn't look a lot of clearance there. It looks like that may be getting into it a little bit if I have it up that high. So I'm going to take it down just a tad. Ugh, brought that into the middle a little bit. Or toward the side there. think I'm gonna go with that. Let's see, reading 0.33. It'll probably go up to about 0.4 after I start firing on it a little bit. Where are all my tools? Covered up by Greg's big old mat that he sent me. I think that's about good right there. I think we're gonna go with that. Oh yeah, the delay is a little. I got to look into that because I'm not really sure that I like this this delay. All right, well, what'd I say? 0.40. It came up to 0.42. Hey Melissa, what's happening? Thanks for coming by. I guess thanks to HB for having people come by. You can smell the coil. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's going to work. These are triple fused fused Claptons. So I kind of make it out of my own. I mean, I buy the wire pre-made and just wrap it myself to what I got to do. And I use the same build in everything that I put in a billet box. So let's see. We got a black. What does that smell like? It smells like what we had in here before. Not much smell to that, so I think we'll go ahead and use this one. That is not a tank. Cool. All right, I guess this is going to be pretty much just like a what do you call it? What am I going to use here? I'll use this. I believe this is going to be put in a lot like a bridged. So I'm going to put a little juice up here. Oops, I should have. There we go. That was too much. The way I do my, I mean, I'm sure everybody else does. Yeah, just like that. And with the bridged, I'm going to do the same thing with this. I use my tweezers to kind of get it started through the hole without, you know, damaging the O-ring on the bottom of the tank there. So this juice is a raspberry something or another. It's a friend of mine's company, Razzle Dazzle from Vape Bomb. He's a guy I got into vaping about 7 years ago, and he ended up. Oh wait, hold on. I need to wick this thing. What the hell am I thinking? I'm getting ready to put it in without any cotton. All right. I use this stuff like everybody else, or like a lot of people. The Movation X or whatever it's called. So, wow, I'm looking at the video, my fingernail job that I gave myself the other day. I didn't use the sandpaper stuff on it. Living the cotton-free future, man, that would be crazy. I still haven't given the Truss a go. I'll see what you think. Man, I'm not hard to please. If it gives me a good flavor, it doesn't leak, and it gives me, you know, good vape. I mean, I don't really care about vapor production personally, but, you know, flavor's my thing. If I don't get the flavor, all right. I have not wicked one of these before or built on it, but I'm assuming that these 6 holes here in the hole, there's a hole in the bottom down there too. I saw when I was first looking at it. I need to cover those holes up, or we're going to probably have leaking, is what I'm guessing. Oh, I mean, I'm not done. I got to trim it up there, Rob. Come on. So, is it too thick? I mean, this is what I do with my, bridges. That's about how much cotton I use on a 3mm coil on a bridged. Tell me now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to go ahead and start snipping. Go about right there. I'm gonna try to cut it to like right here, to the bottom of the deck. Oh, before I split it, okay. Yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that. That's why I buy that big old bag, because you never know. Alright. That's probably going to be a little too much. I'm going to try to just take a first shot at it, building it like I would a bridged. Too long already? Okay. Cut the top 3 holes and thin it. Okay. Oh, you don't go all the way down to the base? Okay. Let me cut a little more off, because that's going to take it down to the base even maybe a little further. Alright, we'll try that. How's that? Still too long, Rob? Brandon? This stuff doesn't thin a lot. I don't want to pull anything through either. No flooding, okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and, this is probably a little longer, according to what y'all are saying. But I don't want to go too short the first time. Let me get a little bit more off this side. I need some new small snips here. These things are not sharp. That looks like an abomination now, but should be okay. I don't thin, okay. Alright, I think I'm going to cheat and go ahead and put some juice on here before I push it down. I didn't really check out the build quality of this thing before I went right to building on it. Wow, come on now. I can't see. There we go. I don't think this is going to be too short, but it's not as easy to put in as you would think. Maybe I got too thick down here. Yeah, I don't have a lot of room between the end of the coil and the bottom, or the side there. Alright. My God. HB, I'm going to kill you. Well, excuse me, I shouldn't say that. I might get canceled. I am going to do bodily harm to you, HB Corpse. I'm about to do bodily harm to this cotton if I don't stop. If it won't go in the hole, go in the hole. There we go. Again, I want to reiterate, I think that everybody knows this by now, but I am not a YouTuber and I'm not a pro at any of this other than building websites. So I don't even know if I'm a pro at that. I'm a hobbyist at that, maybe. Alright, so this big old bottle here has just got a little bit in the bottom. Don't be shy. You know, I've gotten out of my shell a little bit. HB. Still reading 0.42. There we go. That's doing pretty good. Come on. Thank you, HB. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, so I missed it. Saw one person say they got the BX this morning besides me. Who else got something? I mean, it was a BX or SLR. That's your only choices. So let's see before I put this thing together if this thing is going to. I don't want this thing to short out on me. Uh-oh. Nope. We're good to go. Ooh. That come up pretty good there. Alright. We're going to go ahead and do this. Hell nail it, as my wife's grandfather used to say. Don't matter if it's crooked, hell nail it. I got every new billet I needed. What does that mean, Rob? It means you found what you want and you can't spend any more money. Is that what that means? Or did you buy one every week? Is there anything different between either side of this? No. It's the same on both sides. It's just the top that has a logo difference. I'm going to line this thing up. Alright, that looks like it. So I'm going to go ahead and just, while we got the glass off, finish off this 250 milliliter bottle of Razzle Dazzle. Which that's not it. I'm just finishing off the remnants. I put it in this container here. I'm not going to fill it all the way up because in case we have issues. Haven't used it. What have you been using, Mitch? The send me all them hexagon panels in, Mitch. What have you been Delroing? There she is. Dirty glass and all. Let's throw it in something and give it a try. Let's put it in the black Ultim Noct with the green battery. A little condensation in there off that Nord coil. Not much at all. I'm really enjoying the RPMs and the Nord coils, but I don't get as long as I'd like to get out of them. Stash and the key. I don't have a key. I've never had a stashed either. Hopefully I'll get back in the group one day. I didn't get in it on my new account. Alright, what did that read? 0.42? So 0.42, I think I'm going to hit that at about 30 watts. Well, let me go 25 to start. Alright, it's reading it at 0.42 and about 3.2 volts. I don't know yet. Let me check this out. It's not bad. Why the Curvis? That's not bad. I'm gonna jack that up though. That's not enough. It's holding steady at this 0.42, so maybe I've got that insulator that y'all were talking about. I usually shoot on an RBA or RDA or an RTA for my voltage to be at about 3.8 to 4.0 volts. And usually, with this coil that I use, 30 watts is about perfect. 3.74, that's perfect for me. That sounded good too. Airflow was wide open, man. One thing about the panels on this Delro though, they've got holes there for airflow, which gives it even more. Let me try it with those closed off with my finger. I'm gonna be honest. It tastes good, but it tastes different. That juice that I have in there, well, I can't really compare it to this one right now because I had put a tobacco flavor in there and I got remnants of the tobacco flavor, but this is the old school, or no, this is the 1.2. bridged. The flavor difference, I mean, I vaped a lot of this. I mean, I go through 250 mil like that every other month, among other flavors. I don't exclusively vape one flavor, but it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it, but it just tastes different. It's a little warmer than, oh, the story behind my Kerbis. It's a little warmer than the vape on a. I mean, see, just to show you. Well, I've got this one at 25 watts for some reason. I think this one would probably be at 33 watts. 31 watts, and this one is reading a 0.5, so 0.57. This is it's a lot warmer, but the airflow is through the roof. Jury's out. It works fine. Hey Justin, what's happening? Let's see. Do the trusses have the little bubble trains like the bridged? Well, this is a dark Boro, so I'm not really going to be able to tell. I'm not going to say no on it right now, but it does not taste as good as a bridged. Of course, you know, I might have too much. Yeah, that's true. I didn't clean it. I should have cleaned it. Yeah, I didn't think about that, Tom. I'm just so used to, you know, already having it already cleaned up and everything. I'll try that, and I may have too much cotton in there. That could be the problem. I'll try a rewick later and see if that's what it is. But let's do this. All right, so we're back. We've got this in the Evo right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take it out of here. Like I said, we're going to put it in a fresh Boro. The truss, what comes in the box is just basically some extras, screws and whatnot. It also comes with this adapter here, which allows you to put it onto a mod or a coil build or whatever, and then you screw the actual truss base into that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So here we go. This Evo is a really good device for work. I really like it. Oh, here, let's do this for you. Get you a little close up here. You don't ever want to lose that on an Evo, because that pretty basically renders the device useless. Get me a piece of paper towel here. Alright. Doing this around the camera. Put that there. I have a little bit of a mess because I didn't let it get all the way out. So we'll just dry those off. Set that right there and right there. Get this mess out of the way. And we'll get this ready. Alright. So let's see here. It basically just screws on there like that. Get some another paper towel and clean off my hands here. What I was talking about with the length of the coil, this is probably fine right here, but from here to here, if I was to get it a little bit shorter, maybe you could get a little more cotton down in there. Between the end of the coil and down there, there's not a lot of room to shove that cotton down into the holes there and make it loose enough to where it's got some air to wick easily. But what I found out from watching a couple of videos after the fact, you really don't want to, I tried to do it live, one shot, you know, without having any idea from any other, you know, YouTubers or whatever. But right here, these top 3 holes, they're saying that it's best if you get your wicking to about right there. The juice is going to wick up from the bottom and the sides here. You can't see it really here, but straight down, there's another channel right under there, and your air is going to come up through the connector and come through these posts here. And let me go ahead and get this cotton out of here and show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to use the same coil, so try not to booger that up. too bad. There we go. All right. If you look straight down, you can see my tweezers at the bottom here. There's a big channel right there that also wicks up through, and then on the sides, to the sides of the coils, there's a bunch of holes right on here, and the air comes up and then goes under. So um, the coil position, they say to bring it up a little bit, but that's about where I was getting the best flavor at it. So we'll go ahead and show you that. This is reading a 0.50 right now, but let's burn it up some and see. Or I'm not going to give it a total, a super duper cleaning. I'm just going to go ahead and get it glowing good again, and then we're going to let it dry or cool off and then wick it up again. So this is a 3mm coil with triple fuse Claptons, something like that. Anyway, all right. I think that's looking really good. We're going to go ahead and let that cool off, and then we'll wick it up and show you what I'm talking about. But it's really between the edges of the coil and the side here. There's not a lot of room to get like a right angle on that cotton down into that channel there on both sides. So I think if it was just like a 4 wrap instead of a 5 wrap, that it might work out a little better, and I wouldn't have to put a extreme right angle in there. So, but anyway, you saw in the video, it was wicking really good the way I had it just then. So let's go ahead and put some cotton in it and do what we got to do. I'm using this Movation X. This is my second bag of this. I'm actually kind of liking it. I went from Cotton Bacon Prime for many years to this, and been quite happy. That's going to be a little too thick there. This video is going to be way too long. But, you know, after I got the flavor right, this thing moved into probably the bottom of my top 5. Maybe it can get into the top 5 with some more time, but right now, it's good, especially for the price and the availability. I mean, the fact that you can go buy these from several locations right now as we speak just speaks volume. I mean, it's I don't say mass produced, but it's not a limited thing like everything else. So, somebody's complaining about something I wrote somewhere. All right, so I've done this several times now, but what I'm trying to do here is get this to where basically when I thin it out a little bit, it's going to be right there by the first 3 holes there. So I'm going to thin this out just a little bit. Probably trim a little bit off of there, because that's going to be a little thick. I'm getting some off of it. Another little trim on there. Let's try that. I think that's going to be good right there. I've done it several times now, so I mean, it doesn't matter if it's hanging down there a little bit far, but I'm trying to get it right to the top holes there. So I'm gonna take a little off the top to thin it a little bit more. Where are my small scissors? I do not know where my small scissors are. There they are. I'm gonna take a little off the top right here to thin it just a tad. I don't want to thin it too much towards the actual coil and have it too loose going through the coil. Still want to have that little bit of resistance. So there we go. All right, what am I going to put on this? Let's see here. Put a little bit of this to make it a little easier to work with in there. Yeah, I tried to on live stream on Facebook. I tried to one-shot this thing from the beginning. That's gonna be too long. Let me go ahead and trim it now. But unfortunately, I was not able to. I mean, I did it right, but I just, the flavor, probably from the machine oils and too much cotton, had me, I mean, it was vapable, but it wasn't. I was expecting much more when I first hit it. So, so I'm just basically just trying to shove this down in here, hoping that I've got a little bit of resistance because you want some airflow to be able to come up through there. I mean, you don't want it so tight that it chokes. So that's feeling like that's going to be about right. And I'm not the kind of person that's going to run a video and do 12 edits and ooh, I said this wrong, so let me back it up and do it again. That's not what I'll do. I'm trying to be, as spontaneous and real as possible. And this video is going to have some cutting because I'm meshing two videos from last week and this video together. So, all right, that's going to work out pretty good. Get my other tweezers that have a little more fine point to kind of push it down in there even better. Oh yeah, oops, I'm pulling some out though. There's a little burr on the end of my tweezers here. Just screwed up all my work. Should be able to get that back in there. All right, come on now. This is making it worse. But you get the picture here. Let me go ahead and stop trying to use those. That may have messed me up here. It's still loose enough, so that should be good. Put a little more on this and give it a little fire. All right, that's going to do good. So, all right, and that's it. So, we're going to go ahead and prepare this Boro here. Take this glass out if I can get a grip on it. This has never been used, so yep, if it can go wrong, it can go wrong when I'm doing something here. Come on. Let me break the glass trying to get this thing off of here. All right, let's see. My fingers are full of juice. That's part of the problem. There we go. Just got to get it started. All right, so I'm going to get that glass out of there. Get that piece of paper out of there, and we're going to pre-lubricate this. A little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom. Get my fingers all juicy again. And what's next here? What am I trying to look for here? Oh, make sure the glass goes back on there good. There we are. So I'm going to we're going to go with the graphic up front. I'll set that in there like that. What I like to do is I take my tweezers without messing up this gasket or this O-ring here. Push in and then kind of just push it up a little bit and it slides right in. So then I'm going to take the base off the builder here. Do that before I forget. Oh, we're going to lose it. Put that right here. Line it up. Push through the hole. We're there. Like to on these rectangular ones, I always try to push it to the right a little bit and get a little offset because when you tweak it down with your drip tip, a lot of times it'll turn a little bit to the left, and if you offset it just a tad, it might end up in the middle like you want it to when you're all said and done. So, all right, let's see here. Put some juice in here. This is not Artemis by Cyclops. It's actually in this. This is what is that? Razzle Dazzle from a friend of mine's company, Vape Bomb. So there we are. Let's clean that up. Clean everything up. Let's get all this junk out of the way here. Move this over here. This video is probably going to be super duper long. Drop that in there. What are we going to use for a drip tip? I guess I'll just use. Do I have? a drip tip laying around here. Oh, there we go. There's one. We can use a bridged tip for now. And we'll go ahead and slap that in there. Make sure his battery's good. Not dead. Yeah, we've got plenty of battery on there. My fingers are so juicy. There we are. Alright, so it's reading on here 0.441, which is about right. So let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, we're getting some bubbles. Yep, that's wicking good. And I've got a good flavor. It's those big bubbles like that tell me that I've got the wicking a little tight. You saw in the other video that I had in the Almost RPG that those bubbles were just flowing. But it is wicking good, and if you look really close, you can see that right here, you can see the cotton right here and here and here. So I got the cotton a little low on this, but on the edges, it's almost like it's kind of at a triangle coming down in there. It's covering like 4 holes instead of 6. So the flavor right now, as it's built this second, is on par with most of the RBAs on the market right now. I still prefer the flavor in the mob or the bridged. So, I'm going to put this up there with the XO V2, which was my third favorite for a while. I don't know if it goes over the XO V2. I mean, the flavor's comparable between them. So, but definitely for the price, which, like the price I paid, I paid 72 for it at Vape Haven. Let's see here. 55 bucks in Europe, in euros. So that's about 75 US. Having them available to be able to purchase right now is just a bonus. I mean, you see people looking for these others for the bridged, which for good reason. The bridged is a great RBA. The 1.0, 1.2, 1.2 pluses, all of them are great. But this, now that I've got it wicking properly and I've got the machine oils out of it, the flavor is really good. The airflow is through the roof, and you saw the airflow pin that I took off in the other part of the video. It'll never go back on there for mine. But I'm going to go ahead and say that's a solid purchase. It is a solid purchase. The vape shell was my first RBA, and it was the first for a lot of people. I've recommended it to a lot of people because the availability of the vape shell was always there. And you could probably go on a forum right now or on a Facebook group right now and look for a vape shell and have 20 offers because they're out there. This could be a really good starter, if not permanent RBA for anybody. And I was running it in this Evo AIO for the last week and getting really good results. So I'm gonna give it a good rating. I wasn't very optimistic. I mean, I was optimistic going into it last weekend, and then I was disappointed. And now that I've taken the time to properly learn how to wick it and give it some more tries, I am very pleased with it, and it will not go anywhere. I'll keep it in rotation with some of my others. So I want to thank Greg from Vape Haven for sending me one. I paid for it. I mean, this was not a comped item, but I'll tell you guys if I ever get something for free to review, or get my thoughts on. I'm upfront and honest about that. I don't ask anybody for anything. If somebody's going to send me something, I'll take it, but I'm not looking for freebies. I want to. If I buy it myself, I don't feel any obligation to try to make it good. You know what I mean? And I just don't want to ever put myself in that situation. So, I mean, if somebody sends me something and it's not good, I'm gonna tell you. But I feel a lot better about it if I pay my own $75 and I don't like it. So, but I do like this. I was really disappointed last weekend when I tried it for the first time, and now I'm happy. So, it is what it is. Take it for what it's worth. Anyway, I'm Chris from billetbox.info. Make sure to check us out. Follow us on Instagram, our Facebook page, and obviously the website. The website's where I put most everything. Occasionally on the Facebook page, you'll see some live feeds that you won't ever see here on YouTube. And occasionally I'll take something from Facebook Live and bring it over here. So enough rambling. Thanks for watching.